In the late 15th century, during the age of exploration and the fervor of conquest, a Spanish conquistador named Francisco Pizarro was born in Trujillo, a small town in Spain, around 1471. This unassuming man would go on to lead a daring expedition that would forever alter the fate of the Inca Empire and the course of history in the Americas. Francisco Pizarro's early life was marked by hardship and obscurity. He grew up in poverty and worked as a swineherd before eventually joining the Spanish army. Pizarro's life took a momentous turn when he heard tales of the riches and exotic lands in the New World, fueling his dreams of conquest and glory. In 1513, Pizarro embarked on his first expedition to the New World, joining Vasco Núñez de Balboa in exploring the Isthmus of Panama. This expedition exposed him to the vast wealth of the indigenous civilizations in the Americas, and Pizarro became determined to find similar riches for himself. In 1532, after years of failed attempts and facing significant hardships, Pizarro embarked on his most audacious expedition. With a small force of conquistadors, he set his sights on the Inca Empire, which spanned much of western South America and was ruled by the Inca Emperor Atahualpa. Pizarro and his men ventured deep into the Andes, facing treacherous terrain, harsh conditions, and the constant threat of native resistance. In November 1532, they finally reached the Inca city of Cajamarca, where they encountered Atahualpa and his entourage. What followed was a fateful and dramatic encounter. Pizarro, exploiting divisions within the Inca Empire, lured Atahualpa into a trap and captured him. Despite Atahualpa's offer of a room filled with gold and silver as ransom, Pizarro eventually ordered his execution. The capture of Atahualpa and the fall of Cajamarca marked the beginning of the end for the Inca Empire. Pizarro and his forces continued to advance, capturing the Inca capital of Cusco in 1533. They also established the city of Lima, which would become the capital of the Spanish colony in Peru. Pizarro's conquest of the Inca Empire was marked by violence, exploitation, and the destruction of a once great civilization. His rule in Peru was characterized by brutality and the subjugation of the indigenous peoples. In 1541, Francisco Pizarro's life came to a violent end when he was assassinated by rival conquistadors in Lima. His death marked the conclusion of a tumultuous and controversial life, one that had forever changed the course of history in the Americas. Francisco Pizarro's story is a complex and morally fraught one. While his expedition brought about the downfall of the Inca Empire and the establishment of Spanish dominance in Peru, it also resulted in immense suffering, loss, and the destruction of a rich and vibrant indigenous civilization. His legacy continues to be a subject of historical debate and scrutiny, serving as a stark reminder of the consequences of conquest and colonization in the New World.